Hi Sumant, hi Prasanna.
Hi,
Uh,
Kavya.
yeah, I don't know who is that. Another person.
I think someone with the name Venkat joined and left the meeting, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's the other person. Yeah, so we have seen who are the users, how to create the user profile, right? So let's discuss about like what is impersonation, what is the groups here, what is the rules here. Okay, so why we have a groups? What is this SaaS application, PaaS application? Okay, so we have a groups. For storing the groups, we have a table where we store under sys underscore user underscore group dot list. And when you just open this particular list, you'll see all the table, all the groups here. See, 46 groups are there, and if you want to create a new group, you can also do it. So what is this group actually? So people who are working commonly for one purpose, like to fix the issues on database related. If they have issues related to network, they all form together and they are working into this network team. So like this, people who commonly work for one certain area, okay, they form into a team, and these teams are nothing but the groups here. If you see analytics setting manager, and for every group we have to give a name. Coming to the managers, you have to specify the manager information, and the description you have to put the description, and what is the group email, who is the parent for this. And coming to this, all these groups contains a roles. What is this roles actually? Okay, what is the best practice of adding the roles to groups, why not to users? All this I'm going to discuss. So what is a role? So for example, if you're part of any IT team, we'll have our different designations here like manager, assistant manager, team lead, consultant, architects, developers, QA testers, um, freshers, nothing but analyst we say, or associate engineers. So like this we divide the designation based on their experience. We divide the roles on based on this roles. They will have accessibility on their particular project or the platform they are already working in, right? So here likewise in ServiceNow, the administration is nothing but a admin role. This is one of the powerful role in ServiceNow. They do all in all works, like they can delete, they can create, they can modify, they can update, they can hide. All these actions we can perform if you have a admin user. Like admin can do everything in ServiceNow. There is nothing that admin cannot do. Okay, uh, even admin can override certain functionalities which are uh, already provided by the system as a restricted. Okay, for example, here Sumant built a functionality where he don't want the admins to override the functionality, but using certain factors we can override it. So admin is one of the powerful role. Coming to the other roles, we have a ITIL role, and for that you can see on this left navigator. I'm just going to open roles. When you type roles under user administration, you will be finding many roles. And if you see sys underscore user underscore role, this is the backend name of this table, and where we store all these roles, which are like 433 roles. And if you are going to create one more role, you can see, if you see here, we have a description for every role. The system administrator role, the role has access to all the system features, functions, data, regardless of security constraints. Grant this privilege carefully. If you have any sensitive information like any contact information, emails, uh, any of your personal data, all this comes into sensitive information. Even to this information you'll have access, but you have to be bit careful as you are accessing certain client information. Okay, such as HR records, you need to protect. You must be create a custom admin role for that area and train a person. Authorized people can only gain access on the sensitive information to modify or to update anything or to see even. if you go, you'll have so many roles like for CMDB. CMDB is for discovery mapping and all, they use it. So if they want to perform certain actions on those fields or certain service mappings, then they need to have this CMDB editor role. So likewise, we have many roles, and when you talk about your real-time projects, you'll be finding 100 plus, like more than 10,000 plus roles will be there. But we'll also have a sub roles inside them. For example, if someone gets this admin role, they'll be inherited with almost 31 or 32 roles. So how this is possible? How this admin acts as a superset for the below sub roles? Okay, if you see, I can see only this 5 roles here. But for example, let's go to one of the user and add a admin role who is not a admin previously. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm just typing users. Under user administration, I'm opening this. And if you see, let me go to Adila. Okay, I don't think she have a information here. Okay, okay, she have 7 roles. If you see, she have 7 roles. Let's take some other user who doesn't have a roles at all. See, this user Alexandro Maskell doesn't have any roles, so I'm just clicking on edit. And I'm just giving this admin role. Okay, I think I haven't given you the way how we actually add the roles. Let me do that. So this is a user profile. We have already seen this. This is a user ID, first name, last name. This is a title. If you want to set some title for this user profile, like any IT technician, something. And if you see this profile is active, this is a mail ID, and the language she can understand is English. And the date format, we are going to choose date, month, year. And this her manager will be able tutor or someone. So this is the random information that we are uh, filling on this form. And coming down, you will be seeing update, set password, delete. We have also seen how we can set the password. Coming to related links, okay, view linked accounts, view subscriptions, reset a password. Okay, what is this linked accounts? If this person is having any third party accounts, if you see view list of third party providers, user accounts linked to your user account, if they have been subscribed, there is a subscription model in ServiceNow, and we'll be talking about it. And reset a password, what is this password, we have already seen. And entitle custom table, so is there any title custom tables that have been entitled under this particular user? You can see the information here. And coming to this tab, it's a rules. What is this rule? So you can see this edit button. When you see this edit button, if you want to add any role to a user, you just have to come here. This is called a list collector, and from here you can select any of the roles like activity domain, activity creator, admin, agent admin, AIS admin, analytics admin. So like this, you can create few roles: approval admin, approval user. For example, I want to just give some asset role. I can just select it from here. If I want to give admin role, I can also search from here. This is a filters, and how this filters application admin. No, I just want admin. I'm sorry. Okay, there is no include role. Hmm. Okay, let me search it here. We have a admin directly, and I'm going to select this admin from here. I think it has populated in the last when I searched with the name is admin. Let me take it back. See, this is for add, this is for remove. This is a list collector, and this is for search. Name is admin. Let me reload it. See. When I'm searching name is admin, it is populating. So this is also a filter condition using which you can search the data. And how this filter conditions are working, everything we are going to discuss in tomorrow's class, sorry, on Monday's class. Admin profile is added. See, whenever I add this admin profile, 27 roles are given. And what are these roles? You can just open it in a new tab and you can see the list. See, sys underscore user has role list. And if you just see, that user was not having a single role, but what I have given, a admin role. Along with this admin role, all these other roles have been added to the user profile. How this is possible actually? Because this admin role have a sub roles inside them. So like that, how we can create our own role, our own group. And what is a best practice? For example, Suman, Prasanna, and other user, I don't know your name. If we want to add a role to 100 members, for example, I have to give this chat admin to 100 people. Should I open all those 100 user profiles and add this role? Hello.
No, I think.
That is a way, but that's not a best practice here, because see, opening 100 profiles, adding each row, this required role to each profile is not considered as a best practice. Then what is a best practice? So I can do one thing. I can pull all this 100 people's data and put them in a group and add this role to the group. Okay, so the people who are part of that group will be inherited with this role. Okay, see, for example, let's go and create a group. See, and user administration, I'm opening this. I'm closing this as role list, and you can see a new button, and I'm just going to create a new group from here. What is the group name? Let's take demo group. And you can also decide who could be the manager for this group, because manager will have all the privilege to add the people, remove the people. And you'll also can decide a group email, like for example, demo ssk gmail.com. So maybe there is some group, some team called SSK, and if you want to have this as a group email where everyone can access, then you can also set the group email. And if you want to add any subscription to this, description to this, what is this description? So this group is created for POC related stories. So, what is POC? Some proof of concept. For example, whenever there is a requirement from your client, they'll just share us a requirement, and we are going to build some POC for them. The proof of concept, that how we are going to work in the project and how the working model will be. And they'll cross check this POC, and they'll let us know if they need any changes. So, like this, we will have a POCs for this. POCs, I'm creating this group. Okay, so whenever you read the description in future, you can easily understand why this group is created. Coming to this, you will have a roles, and coming here, you can select the roles, whatever the roles they want. For example, I want to give some demo role. So demo role is not present here, because that group is not there. I didn't create it. Okay, that's a custom. But see, all the roles that are already present given by ServiceNow has out of the box. Out of the box is nothing but the one that are provided by ServiceNow. So for creating a role, what I can do, I can just type here roles under user administration. You can just come here, and if you want to search, if you want to double check whether the demo role is there, you can also search it here under the name. See, there is no role with this name, and this is called a list view, guys, and we will be working on it. And I'm just going to create a new role, which is demo SSK role, given to POC test users. Okay, And if you want to provide some elevated privilege for them, you can do it. What is this elevated privilege? I'll tell you in coming days. Don't worry on that. And if you want to subscribe this, you can click on yes. If you don't want to, if you can click no. And contain roles. So if someone gets this role, if they want to inherit some other roles also, see, for example, activity admin I want to give, agent admin I want to give, um, active subscription admin I have to give. Let me search all the admin roles that are there. When I use this hashtag, this search for the word admin, app engine admin, let me give approval admin, okay, and currency admin. I'm okay with this and I'm just saving. So these are the sub roles that I'm adding to this demo role. Demo SSK is the name of this role. Okay, application with this role, there is no module with this role, there is no module. So what is a module here? When you just see here, system security is a menu, roles is a module. This modules will also have certain roles. So the that comes here. Applications are nothing but the menus. So this applications, if you want to specify, those also will have a rules that comes here. Role subscription attributes, you can check it here. Any custom table that is making like taking this rules inside them for some purpose, like for example, if they need 2 3 rules in a table for accesses and all, they can use this custom rules. And subscribed users, who are the subscribed users? If you are subscribing to this, you will be a subscribed user. Now I have created this rule. Now I can just come here, reload my page and select the demo role, demo SSK, save it. Okay, and see, you have to reload to see the changes. See, and there are no group members. If you add the group members, they'll get this. They are part of this demo group and they'll also get this demo SSK role. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to click on edit. Edit takes you to the sys user table. See, Abel Tuta, Abraham Lincoln. These are the users that we were talking in ServiceNow. So if you want Anthony, if you want Annie, if you want Arya, if you want every, if you want Chad, so like this you can select Charles. So I'm fine, like this many users are fine. Now if you see only 2 it is reflecting, but you have to reload 6 users. And if you open any of this user profile, you can see they are part of this group, they are also having these roles. For that, how you can cross check, just go to the roles table. And Anthony, I'm just opening this Anthony, and if you see here, this Anthony have a 32 roles, and he's part of this one group which is demo group. Maybe he's also having some other rules apart from our group. So let me see, inheritance map. See, a role inheritance map. This role, Anthony is a user. He got these roles from this demo group, and demo group have this the role called demo SSK. Inside this demo SSK, there is a sub role which is ACT sub underscore admin. Are you getting it? This is the
Yeah.
inheritance map. Okay, so I just added the user to the group and he got this role. I didn't add the role to the user profile directly, and we should never add a role to a user profile directly. Even in your real time, you will just add the user to the group and the user will be inherited with the required roles. Okay, there will be a automated process for this. You need not to worry. A project would have all these facilities. Okay, even in ServiceNow, I think it is enabled in the demo versions now. Hello, sorry.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. So is it clear or do you have any questions on this?
Yeah, that's it. But I have a small question, Kavya. Actually,
Yeah.
for
Mm-hmm.
example, for each and every LOB, there will be a
LOB
group email.
means?
like for every line of business?
Okay, line of business. See, yes, it depends on their choice. It doesn't mean every group should have a mail ID, and it's not like restricted that you should not have. It's completely their choice. And this group information, whatever the group you are going to create, who should be the users, what should be the rule, all this will be provided by your client. Okay, the
Yeah.
data that we are going to work will be provided by our clients, Sumant.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, whatever it is they give you in form of a stories, and you will be looking into that story and you will be building. For example, it's a group, you'll build the group. It's a role, you'll build the role. Next a group, you'll add that role to the group. Next you have 10,000 users to add, so that using transform map or something we are going to uh, keep all these users to that group.
Yeah.
Okay, so like this we have a few cases where we'll be using the best practice steps.
Okay.
Okay. And coming to this, it's all about users and groups. But you can explore one thing. Just come here, go to user table, see how many users are there. Try to create your own user profile. Try to add your own role to the user. Try to add a role to a user from group. Okay, so create one role, create one group. And what is this impersonation? For example, my colleague is Abel tutor here. Okay, and he's unable to see one of the application, and he was telling me that I'm not able to check this particular application. See,
Yeah.
I have the Abel tutor. I don't have his login credentials, nor his mail, nor his passwords. But in ServiceNow, we have a facility to check his account. Okay, this
Yeah.
impersonation user. Impersonating is nothing but you are going to log into other user profile without entering their credentials. But that particular user should be registered in our user table and should also hold a user ID.
Yeah.
Okay, so Abel Tutor, he's part of our user table. He is also having Abel.tutor has his user ID. And if you see here, see, we are on the Abel Tutor profile. Previously, it was system administrator. And if you see here clearly, we are impersonating this user, and there is a red thick line. Okay, this is
Yeah.
a indication that you are working on someone else's profile. Okay, if you just come here, you can also see his instance. See, he don't have a ITIL rule here because he was not able to see the incident module. I'll show you in our profile. And if I just go here, I can see what all the incidents that he has raised. Okay, see, there is no incident. Even if he wants to create a new incident, see. So there are no incidents at all in his watch list or anything. Even if he want to create a new incident, he'll just have a limited access to the form. See, create an incident record to report or request assistance with an issue you are having. Request assistance with an access you are having. Incident record will be created and managed through successful resolution. For example, I have a requirement of a hard disk. I need hard disk to store some project related information. Okay, so, and this, whatever it is showing, it is a KB articles. What is this KB articles? KB articles are nothing but knowledge base articles. And if you see request knowledge base, loaner laptop, provisions, table index. So these are like they have some information for whatever you are searching here. That's the reason they are populating based on some keywords. And if you just click on submit, and you can see a incident is created now. Okay, but see, you just have two fields here, urgency and please describe your issue here. I'll show you how it reflects. And this is the first incident from Able Tutor. The caller is Able Tutor. He'll just have access to add the watch list. What is a watch list? For example, if you see Able Tutor will have a one of the manager. Okay, you can also just go to his profile from here. Wherever you see this IE, this is for preview. And if you see there is no manager field, but once we add a manager field and add add the no, we have a manager, the manager is Abraham Lincoln. Okay, so if he wants this manager Abraham also to know what is happening on this ticket, he can just come here and add his manager to the watch list. See, Abraham Lincoln, I have selected, and I'm just locking it. So he'll also get the updates now. And this is the short description. And at this time, it has been opened. The urgency is too medium and the state is new. This is the issue. This is the update I have. And if you come here, I need a hard disk. This is something he has posted. This is the activity. Like the impact is 3, the state is new, opened by Abel Tutor, the priority is 4 low. How this priority is set? Based on your impact and urgency values, it will be populated and we'll be working on it. You do not to worry for now. And now what I'm going to do, I'll just click on this follow and update. Why the follow? Because if I want to see any updates on this, I can also uh, get some notifications like what is happening on this particular request.
Yeah.
Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to log out from his profile and I'll be
Yeah.
back. I'm not log out, end impersonation. Okay, and now I'm back to my profile. If you see, it's a system admin and it's like a chief executive officer, it is showing. And coming here, if you open our incident table, how we can see the, I'll show you. I told you, right? The incident module is missing. See, when I just see here, incidents, create new, assign to, open, this was missing on his profile, right? When I
Yeah.
just typed incidents, I was able to see only incidents, first instance, right? But here I was able to see this because of ITIL role. So now I think you are able to understand why roles are very important. Okay, so whenever we also have users with zero role, we called a no role user. Okay, and coming here, if you see, I need a hard disk to store some projects related information. This was created by whom? Abel Tutor. We only created it. Okay, and if you see, the Abel Tutor is set on caller field. See, these are the fields that we had on the incident form. But when I was impersonating Abel Tutor profile, I was only able to see very few fields like incident, caller, short description, watch notes, opened by state, urgency, and there was some other field, right? So very less fields because the view there was a self-service view and the role the user was holding a self-service role. That's the reason he doesn't have a incident module and access to any of these incidents. But since we are admins here, we have access to all this. Okay, I was able to read this information. Even if I update some comments here, like, hi, please provide your feasible time slot to schedule a call. Okay, so I'll just post something like this and I'll just update it. And if you just log in back to a build tutor profile now, you can see what is happening under his incident that is ending with some 10001. Okay, see, I have recently impersonated him, so system is showing me that recent impersonations. See, now I'm again back into his profile. I'm not entering any of the password usernames. I'm just taking his username and here type again incident. And now in this instance there will be one incident because he has created this 10001 incident. And if you see and check the activity stream, see, hi, Abel Tutor, please provide you a feasible time slot to schedule a call for this Monday for some discussion. Please respond by EOD.
Yeah.
Okay, so like this is a communication place like where you can also post your updates. The user can check and respond to this. Okay, and how this feels. See, if you see the view is self-service, but if I want to set it to other view, that is not happening here. Why? So all these things we are going to look into them. Mm, and let me give you some brief about PaaS and SaaS applications. Let me open that notes. Let me unshare the screen for a minute. Yes, 1 minute. Okay. So ServiceNow is one of the powerful now platform to build the application that makes work better for your organization or to meet any business needs. So the major motto of the ServiceNow is this, and how to create a PDI is clearly mentioned here. This is the URL https developer.servicenow.com, from where you can create your own PDI. And one more important factor, if you are not using your instance for 10 days, over a 10 days, it will be claimed back by the pool. That means it will be taken back by ServiceNow team. ServiceNow was founded in the year 2004 by David Lou, Fred Lurdy, and few other colleagues. The original name of the ServiceNow is a GlideSoft. Coming to ServiceNow provides both PaaS and SaaS application. What is a PaaS? What is a SaaS here? PaaS is nothing but a platform as a service. That means what the ServiceNow is treated as a platform as well as a service. Okay, and software has a service. Okay, what is this software has a service? What is this PaaS? Okay, we say PaaS and SaaS. So coming to SaaS, all the mid-range companies, large enterprises, if you talk about IBM, Accenture, Infosys, Microsoft, Amazon, Flipkart, all these are large enterprises. Right, coming to mid-range companies, if you see few companies like they are just started very recently, like 1 2 decades ago, they are still doing well, but they are not recognized. So there we have few companies like Nissan. Okay, it's a car company, but they also started into IT industry. So those companies we call them as a mid-range company. So when we are providing certain information or certain platform, okay, has a service to the customers, okay, with a suite of application focused primarily on automating the process. For example, what this large enterprises or the large MNCs look for, they need something which is automated here. They don't want something like spending so much of time for a simple process. So they only look for automation. Okay, so they because they have a very vast areas of human resource, IT development, IT research, customer service, customer management. So they are well groomed into many IT service desk, technical desk. So whenever you have so many areas to cover, they only look for automation process. How this automation process been developed? When you have a designed process for it, how this process works in ServiceNow using workflow and flow designers. So in SaaS application, they use more of this flow designing. Defining the next further steps. So all this comes into software as a service. That means they are going to use this particular service now as a software in their company has a service. And coming to this PaaS offerings is mostly uh, provided for the users who wants their business to grow. Okay, allows the customers to build custom business applications using the multitude of pre-built capabilities. What is this pre-built capabilities? That means already where there is a uh, designed form or a format is been already configured entirely by the software that we are going to use, where we need not to work from the scratch. Okay, those are considered as a pass applications, like reporting, integration, security. What is reporting? When user needs any report to download, he need not to rework on it from the beginning. He can directly go and create a report and download it. That is how the things are automated, and that is how the reporting system is pre-available in ServiceNow. Integrations. What is integrations? When you take two systems and when you want to create one incident in this A system, and this should reflect in the B system. How this is possible? Because already we have few REST integrations which are pre-built by ServiceNow, which are out of the box. So security standards like ACL. So these are all pre-built by ServiceNow. The user table, whatever the data we are seeing on the user table or a group's roles, this is something we got it from ServiceNow as a demo data. Okay, we know the process how to do it using the tool configurations. Okay, and coming to robust features, if you want to build any robust applications using this pass, it is more easy because most of your required functionalities are given by the tool or a system itself. That's a reason pass and SaaS are very important. If you see, there is a very good competition for SaaS applications and pass applications, and this acts as a both again. What is this single tenant architecture? ServiceNow is a single tenant architecture, which means each person will have their own instance. The This is my own instance. Whatever we were looking here and practicing, this is my own instance. I can do anything here. Somehow, if I misuse the data or do something on my instance, it does not affect someone because it's a demo instance, not a production. But when you do something in the production, you have to be very careful. But see, for every user there will be a instance provided. Nothing like Suman, Lakshmi, Shravya, Kavya, some other persons like Surya, Nikhil. Someone is not going to be part of one team, and they're not going to use only one platform here. Everyone will have their own instance. That is how the single tenant architecture works. Okay, and you can also have other advantage of the single tenant architecture. You can have your own logos designed. How these logos are designed? If you see, this is the service now, so this is also a type of branding, guys. This is also a type of marketing. For example, you work for Wells Fargo, so you'll see everything related to Wells Fargo on their URLs, on their company logos. Even if they give you the bag, there will be a logo placed on your bag. So like this is also branding. So then they, when you want that also be designed using ServiceNow, you can definitely do it. So that is advantage of having single tenant architecture. It's not a multi-tenant architecture, but you will have a domain separation here. What is a domain separation and all we'll be seeing. Coming to single tenant action, it tends to cost more to operate, but that grants the customer additional flexibility to customize their needs to meet their business needs. For any business promotions like branding their company logos, designing the URLs, containing the domain names. So all this you can achieve it only when it's a single tenant architecture. What is Zing here? Zing is an a search engine. What is a search engine? If you have any doubt nowadays, what we do, we go and search it on Google. But how that is working? Because when you search, the system understands the keyword, and based on your keyword, it is going to populate you the results. In ServiceNow also, if we have a global search, this is a global search. If you place some incident number, request number, you'll get a information. When you search something here, you'll see the information. For example, I want to see some problem records. If I search, the system is understanding whatever I'm typing. This is because of the search engine, and this search engine is purely built by ServiceNow. The ServiceNow Zing text indexing and search engine is a default search engine, which is OOTB, out of the box feature, used to search Now platform records data. Its engine is created entirely with ServiceNow code, implemented with relational model. What is this relational model? That means all the tables that are interlinked, from where we can search and it populates the data. And coming to the competitors, yes, we have so many competitors for ServiceNow, which is BMC Remedy, Microsoft, Cheerwell, IBM, Atlassian, Boredom, SAP, SolarWinds, Elanti. So we have so many competitors. Even Salesforce is a competitor, Zira is a competitor. But see, why ServiceNow is still booming in the market because of its advancement in features for every version. What is this version system? How many versions we'll have in a year? So we are having two versions in a year. For every 6 months there will be a new version, and in every version you can expect additional features been developed and implemented. And also you also have a more UI operations being customized. The UI is going to be more interactive for the end users to utilize it for ticketing, raising new requests, developing new for robust applications, building any new custom scoped applications. So all this we can do it using one single application at ServiceNow, and it is also available in tablet version, mobile version, laptop version, desktop version. So all this is supported. And apart from this, ServiceNow handles many modules here. What are the modules? If you talk about, we have ITOM, ITBM, HRSD. So there are various modules ServiceNow supports. That's also an additional uh, point for the ServiceNow growth. And coming to this, ServiceNow supports so up to last four versions. How I can say it supports only last four versions? When I told you, when you come and see content available only for this last four versions, and currently my version is in Uttak, but I have to be it should be on Vancouver. I have to upgrade my instance. Even in your real time, for example, after Vancouver we have a Washington, then it supports Washington, Vancouver, Uttak, Tokyo. It's no more serving the need of San Diego. Okay, so all the systems need to be upgraded, and we also have a team for this upgrades. And always remember, the first version is Aspen, and the current going was San Diego. It was that time, but now it's a Vancouver. We are on patch 2 hotfix 1. And it may caught your attention that names of this releases are in alphabetic order. Everything in service now you see it in alphabetic order, starts with A, ends with Z. And you can also sequence few of the choices and all, what how you while creating any choice fields. Coming to the ITIL concepts, what is this ITIL concept? So infrastructure library information technology, this is very important library. Most of the software companies are back of this ITIL life cycle methods. It is also one of the methodology, like it helps you to decide the procedures, the way we take up the task and handle them. It also helps you to have the process system enabled to check what are the things that are we working. The checklist is managed, not necessarily specific to an organization or technology, but are still applicable towards many organizational strategies by delivering values and maintaining competency. And they also take care of the customers requirement here. Okay, I'm so sorry. So coming to this ITIL or ServiceNow, uh, the ServiceNow came into a market with one of a plan, like UK government came up with the idea where they had so much of technical issues, they want to correct them or they want to fix them. They need someone who is going to assess their users or take care of those ticketing background or the requests that they are going to receive in a day or a month. They want to slow down the count, fix the issues at the soonest possible. So when there was this idea was running, ITL was one of the library they have considered into the IT industry to avoid the basic technical errors or the service with the help of any technical or a service desk team. So service related errors, to resolve them using technology implementation to avoid basic errors in IT industry and to meet the standards and business operations of the client. It is a very good practice of ITSM concepts. It majorly concentrates on catalog items, knowledge management, incident management. What ITL works on catalogs. What is this catalogs? We have three types of catalogs: catalog items, record producers, order guides. And coming to the ITIL life cycle, we have a strategy. What is the strategy? Whenever you are going to implement something, you need to know what you are going to implement. That is nothing but a strategy or a plan, and the design of it, transition, like how many states we need, what is the operations that we are going to perform, continual service improvements. Okay, it concentrates on this five methods. Coming to the advantages of this ITL, reduces the IT operation cost. That means, for example, there is a huge requirement, but you have a contract with other company, and you can cut down that cost by hiring many people with a low pay. So you will have more human resource to work for 24 by 7, so that there are zero errors or zero escalations or zero uh, issues that are happening. So by this, how you will have more business, you without errors. You can build a uh, very good working model which helps you to cut down the operations cost here. Improves the IT productivity and employee satisfaction and the customer satisfaction too. Establishes cost effective practices, build a stable environment, allow for growth, scale, and change. Assist with managing risk, disruptions, failures. Strengthen with customer relations by delivering efficient services that meet their business needs. So we use a ITL V4 version, guys. What is a V4? Is nothing but a version 4. It's a framework designed to standardize the selection, planning, delivery, maintenance, and overall life cycle of IT services within a business. Okay, and coming to other things, we can discuss it on Monday, guys. It's almost 10:30. If you have any doubts, I'm happy to assist you. Sumant, Lakshmi, Karim.